Hi, boys and girls. Today is Wednesday, and we are 1 week away from a really fun holiday. Do you know what that is? St. Patrick's Day. So next Wednesday, I want everybody to wear green on Zoom, and we'll do some fun stuff. We'll have a little party on St. Patrick's Day. So today is Wednesday. Next Wednesday is going to be March 17th. So we're going to start reading books about St. Patrick's Day and leprechauns and rainbows and pot of gold. So I'm going to start out with this book right here. It is called St. Patrick's Day by Gail Gibbons. It's going to tell us why we celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Here's the title page. Romeo, no. He's getting into my little bucket here. I have to move it. There you go. Silly doggy, huh? St. Patrick's Day is celebrated each year on March 17th. Can you see the people all dressed in green? You see the shamrocks and the balloons. They're wearing hats and green clothes. This holiday is celebrated by the Irish and other people in many parts of the world. They honor St. Patrick, the patron saint of Ireland. So the holiday they celebrate in Ireland, but we celebrate it in the United States too. This man was known, his name was St. Patrick. He was a saint in the church. St. Patrick lived many years ago. He was born in Britain around the year 380 and raised in a Christian family. His parents didn't name him Patrick. Some people believe his name was Maywin. There he is as a little tiny baby. While still a boy, he was kidnapped and brought to Ireland, where he was made a slave. His captors forced him to herd the sheep. He prayed that God would help him. 6 years later, he escaped. So here he is. He was kidnapped. That means somebody stole him, and they took him to Ireland. Okay, here he is taking care of the sheep. Then he got away. After finally arriving back in Britain, he lived quietly. He thought and he prayed. He realized what he wanted to do. He had dreams of returning to Ireland to teach the people about God. So here he is. He's praying to God. He went to France to study religion. In the year 432, the head of the Catholic Church, the Pope, named him Patricius, the Latin name for Patrick. He became a priest and then a bishop. So here he is. He became a priest, kind of like a pastor, and then a bishop. Now he's going to go back to Ireland. At last, Bishop Patrick's dreams came true. He sailed back to Ireland and began preaching. He built churches and schools all over the country. People noticed his kind ways and they trusted him. Bishop Patrick spent the rest of his life caring for the Irish people. They loved this kind man. See what he's doing? He's putting his hand on their head. He's blessing them. He's trying to take care of people. People honor Patrick on March 17th because that's the day he died. Later, the Catholic Church made him a saint. That's why he's called St. Patrick. So we think of St. Patrick, we think of wearing green and leprechauns, but we're really celebrating a real person. And there he is. Today, many things are done to celebrate this holiday. People go to church to give thanks to St. Patrick for his work in Ireland. People have fun too. They dress in green to honor an ancient Irish custom. Hundreds of years ago, the people of Ireland burned branches with green leaves during the month of March, and they spread the ashes in the fields to make them fertile and green. To wear green is to honor Ireland, the Emerald Island. So, okay, we wear green on St. Patrick's Day because Ireland is an island. It rains a lot there, and it's very, very green there. Decorations are put on doors and windows. Shamrocks appear everywhere. The shamrock is a plant that has 3 leaves and looks like clover. It is the symbol of St. Patrick as well as Ireland. So see, she's giving her a plant, and that's a shamrock plant. Leprechauns are remembered on St. Patrick's Day. Long ago, some Irish folk believed in these little magical creatures. It was thought if you caught a leprechaun, you could make him lead you to a pot of gold. Leprechauns come from Old Irish word named Lecorpan, meaning wee one. People believed that they were only as big as your thumb. Look at that. Here's my thumb. That's how big little leprechauns are. That's what people believe. Here's a leprechaun. Oh, I see gold. Okay, in Ireland many years ago, there was an old oak forest called shillelagh. The Irish liked to own a sprig of shillelagh, a short oak club from the forest. Often people decorate the shillelaghs with green ribbons. So this is what they're doing. They got this club, an oak club, and they're putting green ribbon around it. The harp is one of the oldest musical instruments and has been popular with the Irish people since early times. It serves as another St. Patrick's Day decoration. Okay, look at they're decorating their houses for St. Patrick's Day. On St. Patrick's Day, people may give cards to their families and to their friends. People also make cakes, cookies, and goodies to share with others. Look, it looks like they're going to have a big party. Everything is green. Some people give flowers. Others wear green carnations or pin shamrocks to their clothes to celebrate the holiday. There may be St. Patrick's Day plays. Look, they're on the stage and they're singing some Irish songs. Some family and friends have quiet times together in remembrance of St. Patrick. Often there are meals to share. St. Patrick's Day parties are given too. It's fun to sing Irish songs, dance Irish jigs, and play games. Guess what, boys and girls? I'm going to teach you a couple little Irish jigs, and we can dance like the Leprechauns. In many places there are St. Patrick's Day parades. Flags flutter in the wind. Pipers and fiddlers play Irish tunes. There are green hats, people in costumes, green banners, lots and lots of green. Hey, wait till next Wednesday. We're all going to be wearing green, aren't we? The first time St. Patrick's Day was celebrated in the United States was 1737 in Boston. Each year, the Irish and many other people love to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. And that is the end. Oh, my book is falling apart. Okay, so we know a little bit about why we celebrate St. Patrick's Day now. A lot of it is just for fun, but we're really celebrating this man whose name was Patrick, St. Patrick, who was a priest and a bishop in the Catholic Church. Okay, so boys and girls, we are done with our Dr. Seuss packet, right? So if you get to your black folder, you've got 2 packets for St. Patrick's Day. The reason I did that is I first made all the copies, and there was some reading and math and some puzzles and some games and some fun stuff. I had it in one packet, and it was so thick. It was about 30 pages, and I thought, oh, that's going to be way too hard for you guys to find the pages. So I made one with a leprechaun on it. Okay, we're not going to do that one today. You see the rainbow behind him and the shamrocks on the top? And then I made one that says math packet. That also has shamrocks on the top, but it has a pot of gold. We're going to do this one today. We're just going to start with a fun page, okay? Now, I put this in the math packet, but what it is, it's a graph. Do you remember we've done a few graphs before? It's just kind of fun. Here's a cute little picture of some leprechauns, and I see 2 pots of gold. I see some shamrocks down here and some mushrooms. So when we look at the picture, what we're going to do is we're going to record the total of all these different things on the graph. It says using a green crayon, but I think I'm going to use a couple of different colors, okay? So for the pot of gold, I think I'll use yellow because I'm going to color the gold yellow. I'll color the pot probably black. I forgot to get a black out. Okay, but my boxes I'm going to do yellow. So how many pots of gold do you see? Only 1, 2. So what I'm going to do is color 2 boxes. I'm pretty sure this is the first graph that we've done that goes horizontal. We've done a few graphs and they've all been vertical. They've been starting from the bottom and coloring up. This is going to go across. So there we go. And then I'll color the rest later. I might go ahead and color the gold in these pots now. I don't want to take too much time. Okay, for the leprechaun hat, I think we should use green. What do you guys think? Now there's 2 shades of green, so I think I will use the dark green for the leprechaun hat. And how many leprechaun hats do you see? Well, there's 3 leprechauns, so there's 1, 2, 3 hats. Okay, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to color 3 boxes. Boys and girls, the reason we do graphs for math is because it gives us information. Okay, so as we're counting, we record it, and then we can look back at the graph and we can compare. We can say, what did we have the most of? Oh, I'm going to go ahead and switch to my light green now. Okay, so I use different colors. All right, now we're going to count the shamrocks. So I'm going to color the shamrock in. And I think there's a lot, so we better be careful, huh? We better count carefully. Each leprechaun is holding a shamrock. So there's 1, 2, 3, and then we have some down here. 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, the graph only goes up to 7. So we're gonna have to color each box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See what I did? I made a little mark in each box just to count, and then I'll go back and color them in. And then after this, we get to count mushrooms. I see some mushrooms down there with the shamrocks. What color are mushrooms, boys and girls? Brown, so I'm gonna look for a brown. And then my graph will kind of match my colors here. Okay, I've got my brown. Let's count the mushrooms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wanna make sure, are there any hiding? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So watch what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just put a little dot in each box to count. Because sometimes once you start coloring, you forget and you just start coloring away and you forget about counting. So if you count them first, then you won't make any mistakes. Okay. Oh, I'm almost done. I like my graph. The last thing is the leprechaun. Now these leprechauns do not have beards, but if you've ever seen other pictures of leprechauns, they have orange, kind of orange hair and orange beards. So I got my orange out because I wanted to use a different color. So for my leprechaun, I'm going to use orange. How many leprechauns are there? 1, 2, 3. Oh, boys and girls, I forgot this mushroom. Did you guys notice that? Were you screaming at me? Were you saying, Mrs. Jenkins, you forgot the big one? We've got to go back and add another mushroom, don't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the big one is 6. Let me get my brown and add another one. Oh, I'm glad I figured that out, or I would have been getting text messages, right? And the leprechauns are 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I'm going to go back and color this because it's going to be a fun page to color, and this is not a very long assignment. It won't take you that long to do, will it? Okay, so I'm going to finish coloring these, and I'm going to color this whole paper, the whole picture, and then I will take a picture of that, put that on Seesaw. I want you guys to do the same so that I can see your beautiful work. And there's one more thing we have to do. We're going to use our graph to get some information. It says, wait, I counted the most. What did we have the most of, boys and girls? Okay. Look, shamrocks. So I'm going to say I counted the most shamrocks. And I know how to spell it because it's right there. But we worked on this the other day. What 2 letters say sh? S-H, right? Sh. Am. Ra. Ak. You can probably sound it out. But look, it's right here. So you can spell it correctly. I counted the most shamrocks. I better put an S on that. And I'm going to go ahead and put how many? How many were there? There were 7. Now, it's not asking you any others, but what were the least? What did we have the fewest? Pot of gold, only 2. Were there any ties? Were there any equal? Yeah, the hats and the leprechauns are equal. They were both 3. Okay, so we got lots of information off of our graph, and it's fun to color. Have fun.